We're here at Accountex 2018, it's day 2, we're coming to the end of a fantastic show. As we all know, accountants only really come to trade shows to pick up as much free stuff as they possibly can. So we thought, we've been working really hard to collect as much of it as possible. With me to talk through some of the weird and wonderful things that we've got is Richard Sergeant, MD of Principal Point and swag connoisseur.
Yeah,
Hi, Richard.
proud swag connoisseur as well.
Fantastic. So let's get started. What's your first item you're bringing to the table?
This is not exactly a piece of swag, but it's free, it's delicious, and I'd like to make a special mention to the two ladies who are probably the hardest people in the exhibition the last 2 days, and that is the Sage Coffee. Good stuff. They
are incredibly hardworking. The queues were astronomical.
The two baristas there, whatever they're paying is simply not enough. So my first nomination is the Sage Coffee.
Lovely stuff. Mine, classic, it's the float duck. Quack quack.
Love the float duck.
It's yeah, an oldie but a goodie, you know, good for the kids.
I'm actually kind of quite a duck connoisseur. I've got 3 in my collection, picked up mainly from last year. I was really hoping that we'd see a bit more duck action this year, but to be honest, I think floats are just going to maintain that solid high level of plastic loveliness, and no one's chosen to follow.
No, I think there'd be quackers to change it, to be perfectly honest, but there we are. Okay, what have you got for me next, Reggie?
Well, I don't know where to go to. How about, let's do kind of some slightly more straightforward stuff. So as we know, free books. So I've picked out 2 here, Heather's and Rudy's. I know others are available. But what I really like about this is it kind of makes you feel like when you've walked out that you've earned it. You know, there's a reassuring thud that says you've had a good show.
That's a solid tome, isn't it?
It's a good one. And what I really like about Rudy's as well, in particular, there's lots of pictures. So actually, even I could get through that.
Look at that. Nice big print.
So nice big prints, lots of nice pictures.
Fantastic. What have I got for you? Well, I have the classic sort of fluidly notepad, very useful. You know, nice lightweight.
It's got the touch, isn't it?
Good sheen to it. So thank you to Caroline and the team for that.
It's a classic. I'm going to take us a little further on, but again, still saying to the safe and familiar.
Okay.
So it's the mint. Now, the much maligned mint. But what I really like about these, rather than anything else, is that you can see the best before date. And you know that somehow what you're going to put in your mouth hasn't actually been in someone's cupboard for, well, an indefinite period. And a special mention does go to the FreeAgent team, who I don't think have bought any of their sweets with them, which is probably the first time in about 6 years, which is probably when they actually bought them in the first place. So full credit to the mint.
I haven't actually seen, picked up any FreeAgent water, but that's kept me going a couple of conferences in a row. So
yeah, without Sybil, I promise you, Accountex would not function.
No, absolutely. Speaking of FreeAgent, we've got. Now this is a new one on me. I had to actually ask what it was, but you stick it to the back of your mobile phone, and you can fit in your credit cards into there. So FreeAgent have got this. Now I'm afraid FreeAgent QuickBooks have actually trumped you, because they've not only got this that you can fit your credit cards into, but it snaps back and you can stand up.
Is that what it's for?
Your phone, yeah.
Do you know what? I was trying to figure that out.
I did have to ask. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, Jamie at QuickBooks was demonstrating that to me earlier. So yeah, very impressive.
Shout out for Jamie, and probably that was his role this year, just to explain that kind of stuff.
No, she did a grand job.
So can I throw in something as well? So this isn't actually a piece of swag; it's something I found, but to me it was free and it was on a table. So I won't say which particular stall I found this on, but this was left unattended early on today. So I thought I'd do the decent thing and just take it.
So yeah.
So it's a free drink.
Apologies to whoever Reggie took the drink from.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Cupcake. So yeah, good sort of sustenance. You know, you've had your coffee, you've had your mints. You might be a little bit peckish. So standard. This is brain payroll with a little branded cupcake that I will be eating about 5 seconds after we finish filming this video.
Branded cupcakes.
Yeah,
okay.
Nice. Standard.
Well, what can I raise you? Well, let's talk totes.
Okay.
Because there's been a range of totes available here. So I picked out 2 of my favourites. So we've got, actually if I just grab the first one here, they bring this. This is a classic kind of lightweight, I call this the summer tote. So, you know, I think this kind of goes with most outfits, but it's nice and light, it's not too bulky. If you're going shopping, you can like scrunch it up and stick it in your pocket. So I quite like that one.
That's good. FreeAgent green is the new black, they say. So
it's beautiful, isn't it? But you know, if you're going to step it up a gear, then it can only really be the kind of very on-brand Zero tote made by their clients, Papersmiths, and just feel the quality of that, Tom. Just
that's
it's
lovely.
pretty incredible, isn't it? It's pretty incredible. And not only that, you do then get the almost a stationary sucker.
Oh, look at that.
So we've got a nice one of those, and there's a little bit of pencil action and maybe a few badges in there as well. So, you know, I shout out to both of those. Other totes are available.
Oh, absolutely. Squeezy toys.
Yeah.
The old stress ball. Your standard. You've got your standard ball here from My Firm's app. You know, always nice. It'll bounce it around.
It's good for the dog.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got a pound one here from Castaway Forecasting. So here they are. Give it a scrunch. That's quite good. But one of my favourites here from Complete is the old thumbs up. That's super, isn't it? You know, brilliant. I approve. It's quite firm. It's quite firm for a stress toy as well. You know, you don't want it too soft. So.
Yeah, there's good action on that thumb as well. I think we can all be pleased with that.
Absolutely.
So, let's kind of stick with the other kind of classic as well. Bit of a swag du jour, really. It's the kind of fintech, full-on branded wearable stuff.
Oh, wow, okay.
So you can't really go wrong unless you're like me and with your PI snapback.
Oh, practice ignition cap, you can't beat it,
And I would say I'm also just the proud owner of a practice ignition hoodie. Which unfortunately is far too warm to wear out today, but yeah, we're liking the wearable fintech. Yeah,
no, absolutely. I would put it on, but I don't have any sort of visible tattoos, so
visible tattoos. And no millennial trousers.
No, absolutely.
So what else have you got for us?
Tax filer, obviously in the news with the Iris acquisition, but you know they've done a solid job on the swag stakes. So mug and power bank. You know, both very useful
power
things.
Bank.
Yeah. So, when your phone's running out, I've knocked my pound over. You just plug in your phone,
nice.
And
I like
there you
that
go. Yeah, useful.
Pretty good. So I'm going to go on to one of my favourites now. Actually, I've kind of got 2 or 3 things, but they're all from the same company. So I'm not quite sure how to play this. But really, the kings of swag this year happen to be our outsourcing colleagues of the Philippines, DMV. That just had a superb range, and for an aficionado like me, you know, I was like a kid. It was like heaven. So great product, great service, but just look at that. That is kind of your squeezy ball,
a squeezy boxing glove.
But it's a boxing glove, you know, and it's just. I can see your thumb, but I raise you a boxing glove.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Exactly.
That is good. Yeah. Speaking of wacky. Weird and wacky things, the chaps over at Expend, they had a cactus.
Yeah. Do we know why they had a cactus?
I guess expenses are a prickly subject.
Yeah, I like it. Nice.
I'm not sure. Nice. I think they may have raided IKEA to get the old.
I like the way it's named as well.
Oh yeah, this one is called Katie. So hashtag Expend cactus. There you go. Hopefully they'll get a spike in traffic from that.
Perfectly clear. I'm going to go back to our old friends DMV now. So we've kind of covered some of the classics here. I think those who can push the plushie really have the edge over others. So we have, it's a Tarsier, I think it is, they say, or a Bush Baby, as you kind of identified it as. But that's just, how cute is that?
That's lovely.
It's beautiful. That's got daughter written all over it. From the Sergeant household, so really pleased with that.
So no, I very much think that DMV have won the swag contest.
They're doing well. But what else have you got? You must have a couple of other little things there, surely.
So the last item on the agenda today, Castaway again. Castaway had a really good range. So we've got a little highlighter thing. I can't really remember the last time I used a highlighter, but it looks nice.
But you've got all your bases coloured there.
Absolutely.
So can I just do one last honourable mention then for our friends in DMV, because anybody who can come to Accountex and give away premium dried mango slices, just, I mean, why aren't you buying from these people?
Yeah,
incredible.
Absolutely.
So I think that's my top tips for this year.
Fantastic, a fruity offering from D&V there. I've got one last item here, my pièce de résistance, as it were, from iWalker. Thank you very much to Rich and the chaps over there. It is the iWalker reversible umbrella. Very exciting here. It's a hefty bit of kit.
Just going to stand back a little bit.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, and it's up. Fantastic. So yeah, that's great. Rain or shine, it's iWalker are there for you. So here we are. That's great. That's my favourite bit of kit. But I think just in terms of the sort of range and diversity, I think D&V have to take their prize as the sort of kings of Accountex swag, just for sheer variety, I think.
But congratulations to everybody. It's been a great year.
No, absolutely. And thank you very much for watching. For more on swag and accountancy in general, we're accountingweb.co.uk. Thank you and see you next time.